So welcome back to another FIFA 19 squad update. Today we're taking a look at the players that got added, removed and edited in the latest squad update for the 9th of May. If you're new around here, we do these squad update videos every Saturday, so if you want to see more next week, make sure you subscribe today. We've got less than 7,500 people to go until we reach 100,000, so tell a friend to subscribe as well, and we'll get there in no time. We're going to begin with the players that got removed. So when you update your squads, you're going to be losing the following 4 players, but if you want to see the full list, you can check out sofifa.com, click the remove tab and you'll see the full list. I'm just showing you my top 4. So first up we have a Barcelona player called Guillem Jaime or something, I probably said it wrong, but he's a 19-year-old and he's a right winger with an overall of 64, potential of 80, so you know he had a decent potential there. Next up we have Yannick Toure from Newcastle United. He's a striker, 17 years old, 57 overall with a potential of 80, so another player that has a decent potential there. Evandro from Udinese, he's a right midfielder, 22 years old, an overall of 70 with a potential of 79. But last but not least we have Adam Wilson from Newcastle United, and he's a 57 overall player, with a potential of 78. So yeah, there's a lot of players with the 50, 60 overalls. These are my top 4 players out of the list. The other players just go down in potential and overall, so I don't really want to mention them here, but if you want to check out the full list, you can. Now we move on to the players that got upgrades and downgrades. I'm only going to do a select few of the downgrades and a select few of the upgrades as well. There's just too many to put in one video, so you can check SoFIFA for that as well. But let's start today with Jan Oblak, who plays for Atletico Madrid. He's a goalkeeper, and basically he got an overall upgrade, 90 to 91 now, and his reactions went up 86 to 88. So this guy is already a world-class goalkeeper. What more do you really need in terms of stats? But yeah, he just starts at a 91 overall now, which means he's probably more expensive to begin with now. Next up, we've got the captain of Ajax, De Ligt, and he's 19 years old with an overall of 85, which is fantastic stuff. And I think that went up from 84. His potential stayed the same, so it's still a 93, which is very, very good. And he got some upgrades around his aggression, ball control, composure, dribbling. Finishing went down though. Reactions, shot power, you can see it all there. There's a lot of upgrades for this guy. This guy's a really good player to have in your career modes. He's still young. He's gonna grow a lot still. Now, we all know De Gea's current form is pretty bad, and the ratings do reflect this now. So, next up we have David De Gea, and his handling went down, his kicking went down, his positioning went down, reflexes went down, overall went from 91 down to 90, potential went from 93 down to 92. It's not going to make that much of a difference, but his reactions went down as well. So, it's slight little downgrades to all his goalkeeping stats, but they're still very, very high. Look at that. They're still in the green. So, I mean, he's still a good goalkeeper. Almost forgot to show you the values of the players as well. So, Oblak is coming in at 66.5. De Ligt came in at 41.5. And De Gea went to 55 million. Next up, we have another Ajax player, Frankie Dong. And he's a centre midfielder, 21 years old with an overall of 84 now. That went up from 83. And I think his potential stayed the same, but it is a 90 potential, so it's still pretty good. He's got some decent stats, all in the green, but he did get some upgrades to his aggression, composure, curve, marking, reaction, sliding tackle, strength. His vision went down by 1, but his volleys went up, and his current value is 37 million. It's not a good day for the goalkeepers. We have another downgrade for another goalkeeper. Courtois from Real Madrid gets a downgrade. So his diving went down, his handling went down, positioning went down, reflexes went down, overall went from 89 down to 88 now, and potential went from 90 down to 89, and his current value is 42 million. Next up we have Bruno Fernandez from Sporting. He's got an 84 overall. I think that stayed the same, but his potential went from 88 up to 89 now. His volleys went up, his penalties went up, and his composure went up as well. He's got some green stats as well, so he looks like a good player. 23, pretty young still. And his current value is 36.5. Next up, we have a Porto player, Eder Militau, and he's got an overall of 80 now. It used to be 79. His potential went from 87 up to 88 as well. And he got some upgrades to his reactions, sliding tackles, marking, interceptions, and composure. And he is a centre-back. So his current value is 16.5. Next up, we have Bubakar Kamar, who plays for Marseille. And he's got an overall increase from 74 up to 75 now. Potential went from 87 up to 88 as well. His reactions went up, penalties went up, marking, dribbling, and crossing all went up as well. He looks alright, might need a bit of training though. Current value is 9.5. Next up we have Julian Brandt from Bayer Leverkusen. 22 years old, a left midfielder. And his overall went up from 82 to 83 now. Potential, I think, stayed the same, but it is an 88 potential, which is still good. His composure went up, his crossing went up, his curve, finishing, long passing, a few positional changes as well. Reactions went up, short passing, stamina, and vision all went up as well. I mean, this guy has been a career mode gem for how long now? A couple of years. Still very, very young, man. That's incredible. And his current value is 30.5. Next up, we have Dinamo Zagreb player Dani Olmo. He's 20 years old, and his overall went from 77 up to 78. Potential went up from 86 to 87 as well. And his short passing went up, sliding tackle, stamina, standing tackle, vision, dribbling, composure, ball control, and aggression. He got a lot of upgrades, basically. And his current value is 14 million. Next up, we have Zaracho, who plays for Racing Club. He's 20 years old. I think his overall went from 76 up to 78 now, so that got a 2-point increase. Potential as well went up by 2. It used to be 85, now it's 87. And he got a few positional changes, but he got some upgrades to his vision, standing tackle, sprint speed, sliding tackle, shot power, reactions, and some other stuff as well, ball control, composure. You can see it on your screen, there's a lot there. So this guy's physical stats are very, very good, and his current value is 14 million. Another Ajax player gets upgraded, Donny Vanderbeek. So he's 21 years old. His overall went from 80 to 81 now. Potential went from 86 to 87 as well. And he got some upgrades to reaction, sliding tackle, standing tackle, strength, volleys, curve, composure, ball control, aggression. There's so many to list there. You can see it on your screen though. He's got 66 acceleration, not really that quick. And yeah, his current value is 21.5. Now this guy looks like a solid keeper. Andre Onana, who plays for Ajax as well. 22 years old. And he got some upgrades to his diving, handling, kicking, positioning, and reflexes. His overall went up from 81 to 82. Potential went from 86 to 87 as well. So, you know, his current value is 19 million. Now, this squad update doesn't look good for Kovacic because he got a downgrade to his potential. All his stats stayed the same, so there's no differences there. But his potential went from 88 down to 86, so a 2-point downgrade. Next up, we have a goalkeeper, Alessio Cragno. 80 overall, I think that went up from 79, and his potential went up from 85 to 86 as well. His other stats stayed the same. The only two differences are his kicking went up and his reflexes went up, and his current value is 13 million. Next up, we have Agume, who plays for a team that I'm not even going to try and pronounce, but he's 16 years old, incredibly young still, and he's got a 63 overall now. It used to be 61. His potential went from 85 to 86 as well, which is very, very high. And he got some upgrades to his ball control, dribbling, finishing, long shots, long passing, positioning, short passing, vision as well. He's going to need some training, but you can grow him pretty well, and his current value is 700,000, so he's very, very cheap. Could be a good investment. Now, this player always seems to come up in the squad update videos, Lisandro Martinez. I'm not watching the Argentinian league. Is he doing really well or something? Because he's always in the squad update videos and he gets a ton of upgrades. Look how many there are on the screen. I think it's taken up the whole half of the screen there. But anyway, his overall went from 76 to 77 now. His potential went from 85 up to 86 as well. Physical stats are already in the green. With a bit of training, this guy's going to be a beast. I mean, there's too many to list there. All those upgrades, and there's a few downgrades, but it's mostly upgrades. I can't go over all of them. You can just read it. And his current value is 10.5. Next up, we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who plays for Crystal Palace. And he's a right back, 20 years old. His overall went from 77 up to 78. Potential went from 85 up to 86. And he got some upgrades to his reaction, stamina, standing tackles, crossing, composure, ball control, balance, aggression. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Good physical stats. And his current value is 11.5. And next up, we have Pavlenka, who is a goalkeeper for Werder Bremen, 26 years old. His overall went from 82 to 83. And his potential stays the same at 85. And he got some upgrades to his diving, reflexes, and reactions. So he looks okay, and his current value is 19 million. Next up, we have Hurtado, 18 years old, and he's got an overall of 69 now. It used to be 68. His potential went up by 1 as well. It's now 85. And basically, he got some positional changes. Not too much changes to his other stats. They basically stayed the same. So yeah, might need a bit of training, but you can grow him pretty good. Starting value is 1.9. Next up, we have Claude Maurice, who plays for FC Lorient. He's a left midfielder, 20 years old, and his overall went up by 1. It used to be 69, now it's 70. Potential went up from 84 to 85 now, and he got some upgrades to his finishing, dribbling, crossing, ball control, and reactions. So his current value is 3.4 million. Next up, we have Janko Manchini, who plays for Atalanta. He's 22 years old, and his overall went up from 73 to 74 now. Potential went from 84 to 85 as well. And he got some upgrades to his reactions, sliding tackles, interceptions, heading accuracy, and ball control. He might need some training, but his current value is 7.5. Next up, we have a guy that I'm not even going to try and pronounce, but he's 17 years old. He plays for Red Bull Salzburg, and his overall went up from 67 to 69 now. Potential went up by 2. It used to be 83, now it's 85, which is pretty good. And he got some upgrades to like his short passing, dribbling, composure, ball control, and agility. He looks alright for 17 years old, and his current value is 1.8. Next up is another goalkeeper, Liveric, and he's 22 years old, plays for Dinamo Zagreb, and he's got a potential of 84 now. It used to be 82, but it went up by 2, which is pretty good, and his overall stayed the same at 76. Current value for this guy is 7.5. Next up we have Talia, who plays for Ajax, another Ajax player to add to the list. His overall went from 81 to 82 now, potential went from 83 to 84, and he got some upgrades to aggression, ball control, composure, crossing, curve, and a few other things as well. But this guy's stats already are in the green. I mean, he looks pretty good, man. Next up, we have another Ajax player, Mazraoui. I probably said his name wrong, but his overall went from 75 to 76. His potential went from 82 up to 84 now, so a 2-point increase there. He got some downgrades to his composure and stamina, but it's nothing too dramatic. And he got a lot of upgrades to dribbling, composure, ball control. Actually, composure went down. Long passing went up, and a few other things that I'm not really going to mention. But his stats look pretty good as well. If you train him, he'll become a very good right back for you. And his current value is 8.5. So next up, we have Matias, who plays for Defensa. What is with this team? I mean, all the players are getting these dramatic upgrades. I don't know if they're doing well in real life or something. But this guy's overall went from 74 up to 77. So a 3-point upgrade there. And his potential went from 83 up to 84 now. So take a look at the stats, man. It's crazy. There's too many to list. There's crossing, there's curve. Pretty much every single thing nearly went up. He looks alright, to be honest. And his current value is 11 million. And next up we have Rafa. And he plays for Benfica. He's got an 82 overall. I think that increased from 81. And his potential went from 83 up to 84 now as well. He got a few upgrades to reactions, interceptions, finishing, dribbling, ball control, and acceleration. And his current value is 24 million. Next up, we have Pedrosa, who plays for RCD Espanyol, 20 years old, a left back, and his overall went up from 68 to 70 now, and his potential went up by 2. It used to be 81, now it's 83. So he got some upgrades to agility, ball control, composure, dribbling, crossing, a lot of things here as well, and his current value is 2.7 million. Next up, we have Golini, who plays for Atalanta, and he got a few upgrades to his diving, handling, position, and reflexes. His overall went from 72 up to 74 now, and his potential went up by 2. It used to be 80, now it's 82. So let's take a look at his goalkeeping stats. Might need a bit of training there, but, you know, they're not bad. And his current value is 5.5. And here is a Napoli player called Lupoli, 21 years old. His overall went from 70 to 72 now. Potential went from 80 to 82. And he is a centre-back. So he got some upgrades to his heading accuracy, interceptions, long passing, marking, short passing, a few tackling stuff as well. But his acceleration is pretty bad, starting at 54. So I'm not really sure if I would sign him based on that acceleration. But his current value is 3.8 million. And next up we have Renzo Saravia, who plays for Racing Club. And he's 25 years old and a right back. So his overall went from 75 to 77 now, which is pretty good. And his potential went from 80 to 82. So he got some upgrades to some physical stats and some technical stats as well, which is pretty good. But look at the physical stats on him. It's all in the green there. And the technical ones are not bad either. Could use a bit of training. And his current value is 8.5 million. And next up we have Hatchen, who plays for Real Valladolid. 20 years old, a centre defensive midfielder. His overall went from 66 up to 68 now. Potential went from 78 to 81, which is a 3-point upgrade. And he got some upgrades to his stamina, strength, heading accuracy, and ball control. Acceleration is pretty bad at 50 though. He's not the best in terms of physical stuff besides his strength. But his current value is 1.4 million. So those were just a few of the edited players. If you want to see the full list, you can take a look online. And next up, we're going to be talking about the players that got added. So it hasn't been a really good update. It didn't really bring in many high potential players. I'm only going to mention my top 2 here because I don't feel like the rest are worth mentioning in this video. But you can check out the full list on sofifa.com. You just got to click the added tab. So first up, we have Alex Collo, a Barcelona player here with a 65 overall. He's 19 years old, a centre midfielder, and he has a potential of 80. So he's going to need a bit of training, but, you know, he's got that 80 potential, which might be useful for a few of you guys. And then next up, we have Carlos Robles, who has an overall of 61 and a potential of 79. He's 17 years old, or it says 18 in this game now, and he's a centre-back. So his stats need some work as well, but these are the top 2 players that got added in this squad update. There hasn't really been any other players worth mentioning here. So those were most of the things that you needed to know about this squad update. If you need something else to watch, make sure you check out yesterday's video. New things that you haven't seen before in FIFA 19. Click the card in the middle, it'll take you to the video. I'll see you next time.